Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hi guys, welcome back to another beer review. We've decided in the fifth beer review of the night we're going to drink a triple IPA because that seems like a good idea at this point. Another Monkish beer. Hashtag Monkish fucking is amazing. This is West West West. And this is a, per the label, 10% West Coast triple IPA, it says. I think that's what it says. West West West, West Coast triple IPA. So, is this a clear beer? I don't know. It says drink freshie. This was canned on May 18th. Today's June 19th. We're a month old. How dare you? We're not drinking this freshie. Big shout out to my man Nick and Caleb for sharing cans of this. I somehow ended up with two of these, so we're going to drink one of them right now. So, don't know the hops. I do know that I fucking absolutely love Monkish triple IPAs. I don't know if I love them. The fifth beer of the night. We're going to use our Monkish green Tiku that we've been using all night tonight because beer tastes better in proper glassware. This beer is ice cold out of the fridge. I say this every time I review a triple IPA. That doesn't look like a West Coast triple IPA. It looks hazy. Yeah, I say it every time I review a triple IPA. I drink my triple IPAs ice cold out of the fridge. Most of the time with regular New England style IPAs and double IPAs, I let them sit out of the fridge for about 20 minutes, let the chill come off because it just kind of makes the flavors and aromas pop. Triple IPAs, I don't do that. But if you like to do that, let them sit out. Do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you to drink your beer. So it's funny because this label says West Coast triple IPA and that looks nothing like a West Coast triple IPA. How dare you? It's false advertising. It's hazy. It looks like orange juice. I mean, it looks fucking beautiful. It's hazy. There's about a half a finger of bright white head. It's dissipating super quick. 10% you would expect that, but yeah, how can you call this a West Coast triple IPA? This does not look like a West Coast triple IPA. The old school West Coast triple IPAs, if you remember, like pure hoppiness or exponential hoppiness and like room at 10. Oops, those were like straight, like it was almost looked like a red IPA. They were super like caramel malty. If someone from like 2004 was watching this review right now and being like, that's a West Coast triple IPA, not a chance. It just doesn't, I don't believe you. I don't like the way this label is lying to me. Fuck. Let's shove our nose in it. Do we know the hops? I don't. It smells like alcohol. It smells like booze. It smells like alcohol juice. No, this smells super orange forward. Like, this smells like if you were to make... I can't review like 5 or 6 beers in the same night because I just start like shit, just random shit pops into my mind. You guys remember Jungle Juice? Like, you'd be at a high school party and people made Jungle Juice, it was called. And it was just like the most intense, potent alcohol. And like, you'd pour it into a fucking, like a cooler, like a huge cooler, like those red plastic, what are those coolers called? What was the name of those coolers? Igloo coolers, is that right? It was just a huge cooler full of booze. Like, that's what it smells like. And Jungle Juice is not a made-up thing. That's a real thing. And if you've ever had it, you will comment below that you've had it. Seriously, though, it smells like oranges that are, like, soaked in vodka. This beer does not hide the 10%. And I'm not mad at it, but it's just like, this is boozy oranges, boozy tangerine. Maybe a little bit of like that kind of dank blueberry thing. It gives off a sweetness, and maybe it's alcohol sweetness that I'm smelling that's like kind of telling my head it's blueberries. It might not be blueberry, but it kind of reminds me of like a mosaic hopped beer. Like, we've been trying to guess hops the last couple of beer reviews and we've been way wrong, so do not listen to a fucking thing I say about this. But yeah, it is. It's like, it's boozy oranges, tangerines, and blueberries for me. That's the nose of it. I don't even smell like the malts to it because it's so intensely hopped still, even after a month. And like that booziness is just kind of covering up whatever sweetness I might be smelling. The only sweetness I think I'm smelling is from the alcohol. So let's go and taste it. Cheers, gents. Thank you. Wow. That is really, really good. It's crazy because like with as intense as it smelled, I was expecting it to like really be intense alcohol, like kind of ethanol on my tongue, and it's not. It's make no mistake about it, this is a fucking huge beer. This is a 10% beer in every aspect of it, but it does not offer that crazy burning alcohol thing. It's just, it feels heavy on your palate. It kind of goes to that sort of syrupy thing, but not in a bad way. But it's telling you this is really intense. This is a 10% beer. But yeah, it's oranges, it's sweet tangerines, and I'm telling you, it gives off like this sweet kind of berry note. Blueberry. Even like, kind of like sort of like a raspberry thing, which is weird. Like there's no hops that taste like raspberry, but it could be like, it might be hopped with Mosaic, I don't know. It could be like a Mosaic hop beer that's getting that kind of sweetness amped up because of the 10%. Wow, it's not offering any like warming in my chest, which is tripping me out. But it feels heavy on your palate. What a like crazy beer. Like crazy in the aspect that it's 10%. It doesn't feel 10%, but it tastes 10%, but not in a bad way. It just tastes heavy and full and like crazy pops of flavor. But it, like usually you get like that warmth and it kind of like, you're like, oof, that's 10%. This is going to be kind of a chore to drink. This is not a chore to drink at all. It is kind of getting sweet though on the nose as it warms. This hides the alcohol well though. It is though. It's candied orange, tangerine, and like dank blueberries. Like that's it. It doesn't offer malty sweetness. It just offers boozy sweetness, but it's not like offensive booziness, which is crazy. The only thing that's weird is that it says it's a West Coast triple IPA and it's hazy, so that's false. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. This is great though. This is really fucking good. What was the fuck? It was the beer with the boxing gloves on it. Realer Than Real. This isn't quite like Realer Than Real was like mind-blowing, take your pants off and have a good time with it. This beer is absolutely fantastic, but not quite to that like upper echelon level. We just had High Everything's Great from Green Cheek. That beer's a little bit better than this one, but fuck. I mean, Monkish is so solid and so consistent with their triple IPAs. This beer is really, really good. Like this beer could be, it sounds crazy to say it, but this is a beer like you could just open and drink every day and you wouldn't really know that it's 10% per se, but like it could be something that you drink every day. It just, the flavor that they're getting out of the hops while still hiding the alcohol is awesome. But I guess when I think about like Realer Than Real and High Everything's Great, like this isn't to that like juicy New England style. So when they say this is West Coast, like fuck, whatever. Like call it whatever you want. I don't know. It's a fucking awesome beer. I love it. Gosh. Tomorrow might be a little rough, but we've got some more beers to review. But yeah, this beer is awesome. This is an amazing beer. This is a beer that I hope they continue to brew. I'll try and get my hands on it every time they do it. I mean, even though I'm not like a triple IPA drinker, it's fire. It's fucking awesome. It's crazy what these guys can do with these kind of high alcohol beers. It's impressive, like to make them this drinkable, because there's been so many times in the past where you drink a triple IPA and it's just such a struggle, and like you have a 3 or 4 ounce pour of it and like you just can't get through it. Like this, fuck. I mean, I could drink all this out of the can, chug that, like it's whatever. Does anyone have a problem? I don't know, maybe. So anyways, that's West for Monkish. Caleb, Nick, I appreciate you guys for sending this. This fucking beer is awesome. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you guys very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.